Americans are getting poorer and it's getting harder to make ends meet. Those aren't opinions, those are facts.
Yeah, and let's be clear. A lot of us aren't getting poorer. A lot of us are making more money than we've ever made. We're getting poorer because our grocery prices are astronomical. Our rent prices are astronomical. The mortgage rates are astronomical. Car rates, astronomical. Everything that we need to survive is being hiked up astronomically. It's almost like they're trying to get rid of the middle class. But why would they do something like that? Why would a country not want its citizens to be well-fed, well-educated, and thriving? I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe we just crumble this economy to the ground. Let's hoard every single cent that we possibly can. Keep it out of the banks. I don't know, and let's just see what happens. Anyone have any other plans? Because I know personally, I live very modestly. This right here, this is not my home. If you watch my other videos, you'll see my home. Watch the one right before this. That's my kitchen. I'm an artist, but I also have plenty of other work. And I do all right. Our family is making more money than we've ever made. We don't even qualify for any assistance anymore, lucky us. But guess what? Now we also can't afford healthcare. And now, turns out we also can't afford to pay our student loans back. We've been paying on those for years. But I just found out that they hiked mine up because we make more money now to a price that we can't afford. Hundreds of dollars because we make so much more money now. Almost like they want us to be poor, because then at least we'd have some health care and could afford to pay off our student loans.
Why is gas $5 a gallon? And like, why do I have to pay rent? And why is rent so high? And why do I have to drive my car and get the gas that I have to get to go to the job that I have to pay for rent? Why do I have to do all of that stuff? And why are you making it so fucking expensive to do it? I don't even want to get out and pump my gas. It feels like getting out and just knowing someone's gonna fucking stab you. Why would you get out? This is beginning. This is the beginning of life. What am I supposed to do forever? I have to get a fucking horse.
60% of the American public is about to lose everything they have. People living paycheck to paycheck are about to go broke. The GDP numbers came in yesterday, and of course the economy receded, which I predicted 2 months ago, and people laughed. Mark my words, the second quarter is going to be far worse. Tariffs on Chinese products at 145% are about to kick in, which means everything you buy from China on Amazon or elsewhere is about to go through the roof. Grocery store shelves are starting to empty at Walmarts across the country, and of course grocery prices continue to soar. People who've been financing groceries on credit are starting to default on those payments. We are about to see an economic catastrophe. If you're in this 60% that has little or no money, please stop spending money. Protect your family. Trump does not care about you. Even if you voted for him, he's a billionaire. He won't suffer, but you...
I'd rather be broke in Africa than I would ever be broke in America. Okay, hear me out. First of all, when you broke in America, you broke. You motherfucking next level broke, okay? You broke until payday, broke until I don't know when I'm gonna be able to have money to pay my next bill. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do about these kids' school club. I don't know how I'm gonna pay this water bill. All the lights gonna get shut off. That kind of broke. But when you broke in Africa, it's a motherfucking peaceful broke. You don't got nothing to worry about. You ain't worried about nothing. Electric's only $20. In some places, you only pay rent once a year. If you're here in Kenya, you pay rent monthly, but it ain't even up to that much as it is in the USA. So when you broke over in Africa, it's a peaceful kind of broke. In Africa, as soon as you go outside, you didn't forgot you was even broke. Like, you could be broke and still look good. Nails be only $10. Hair be only $10. Motherfuckers won't even know you broke in Africa. But America, they know when you broke. You down bad and begging broke. Ooh, honey, I don't see how y'all do it in America, honey. I can't do it. I can't do it, honey. I'd rather be broke in Africa than broke in America. Some of y'all wonder, like, what am I do if I ever move over to Africa? How I'm gonna get a job? Where I'm gonna get my income from? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that shit. Just come to Africa. Come to Africa broke. Figure it out later on, okay? Figure it out when you get over here. Just come to Africa. Come here broke. Let your ass go broke in America. They gonna send an eviction notice on your door in 24 motherfucking hours, okay? How the fuck you gonna pay that $2,000, $3,000 rent? If you gonna be broke and you gonna be poor, at least be poor and broke in Africa. At least come to Africa. Since I've been here, I'm like, how are some people out here not wealthy and they're still happy? I see why now. It is actually a pleasure to be broke in Africa. Like, it's still peaceful. It's still motherfucking peaceful in Africa. Even when you're broke in Africa, it's a peaceful type of broke. You are still motivated. Trust me. In America, oh my God, you feel like you have to go to mental hospital after about a month of being broke. After about 2 weeks of being broke in America. Out here, you can be broke for years and still be happy. Trust me.
The U.S. economy is in big trouble. Let's talk about bankruptcies. Wow. 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 In the first half of 2026, the first quarter, January, February, March 2026, bankruptcies skyrocketed 14%. 131,573 personal bankruptcies, commercial bankruptcies, 8,436. Chapter 7 bankruptcy rose 17%. Chapter 13 bankruptcy went up 8%. And the worst of all, ready for this? Chapter small business bankruptcies went up 67%. If you didn't know, small business is 98% of business in the USA. It's not large businesses. Small business makes up 98% of the US economy. We are in an economic crisis. The economy is collapsing every single day. This is 100% self-inflicted, and it's done by one man. Now, this all started to happen before the Iran war. This is going to be catastrophic for the USA. If you found this post sad but informative, please like, comment, follow, and share. You need to keep up with the US economy.
Millions of people are now in a situation that never imagined they would be in. And that's the part that is shaking everything. Because for a longest time, there was this belief, this quite confidence, that real struggle belongs to someone else, not them. But now, you've seen the videos. People are complaining about the economy, fuel prices rising, grocery becoming unaffordable, housing, loans, everything tightening. And it's not just talk anymore. You're seeing people living in their cars, families choosing between rent and food, homelessness increasing in ways people can't ignore. Now, here is where it gets deeper. For many Black Americans, this isn't new. This is something they have been navigating for generations. So if you're watching this, especially that community, share your experience in the comment section. Because for many of us, especially outside the US, even here in Africa, we grew up believing something very different. We were taught that white people don't experience poverty, that they are the center of wealth, the center of innovation, the standard of stability. That narrative was repeated for generations. So their children grew up believing something dangerous, that being comfortable was normal, that being secure was guaranteed. But reality is now interpreting that belief, because when someone who thought they were safe suddenly has to skip meal, when they can't afford school, when they can't keep a roof over their head, that's when the question begins. Wait, how is this happening to us? But here's the truth most people avoid. This didn't just happen overnight. It has been a process. Poverty in America has always existed. It was just hidden, redirected, and associated with one group. For decades, Black communities were economically isolated, jobs were removed, education were underfunded, wealth were blocked, not by accident, but by design. So poverty became linked to one identity, and that created a powerful illusion, an illusion that some people were naturally secure, while others were naturally meant to struggle. But here's the twist. These systems were never built to truly uplift anyone. They were built to concentrate wealth at the top, yes, for a period of time. Some white Americans had better access to jobs, housing, and opportunities, but that wasn't a permanent guarantee. It was a temporary position inside a larger system. And now that system is tightening. The same pressure that existed before is now being felt more widely. And for those who never expected this, that's where the shock comes from. Because this is not just economic hardship, this is an identity shift. The breaking of a belief that said, this could never happen to me, but now it is. And it's forcing people to see something they never had to see before, that the system was never designed for fairness, only for control. This content is not promoting conflict in any way. This is strictly for educational purposes and not meant to hate or discriminate against anyone. Credit to all creators whose clips are featured in this episode. So I want to hear from you. What do you think about this whole struggles of white American and them coming online to complain? And if this made you think differently, like this video, share, subscribe, and don't forget to turn your notification bell. Let's keep the conversation real. See you in my next episode.